Yo, what's going on, guys? Mr. Bobcat here. Thank you for all the likes on the last video. I said I was going to show my deck if the video got 25 likes, which it got way over 25. So I just want to thank you guys so much for showing the video some love. Just a little update. The reason why I haven't been uploading in the past couple days is because I lost my cat. It was a rough past 2 days. I really couldn't get him off my mind. So the good news is, guys, that he came back literally probably 2 hours ago. He was gone for 2 days and he just showed back up. So I'm really happy that he turned out to be okay. And I just want to say sorry, guys, that the lack of content. Without further ado, I'm going to show you guys my deck, and then we'll jump straight into the video. It is going to be a Storm versus Fire. It was a really long match. It took 14 minutes, which is surprising for two of the most offensive skills in the game. But it was a really good game, and I had a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, I'm going to show you guys my deck and explain a little bit about the cards I'm using, and then we're just going to jump straight into it. All right, so we got the snowmans to counter, weaknesses like death weaknesses. We got the set shields to storm and fire, which in the storm mirror, it's really nice to have storm set shields and just extra fire set shields for fire dominating the meta right now. We are packing Nautilus on the storm, which is actually really good for countering shields and pushing over traps, basically like a trap counter, and also puts on 2 chromatic dots. So it's been a whole lot of fun packing this spell because Storm lost Storm Elf, so we unfortunately cannot have shield clear, so this is what I use for the shield clear. And we got the attenuates, counter auras, starfall, counter auras, 0 pit moves. We're rocking single weakness Catalan for the damage, -40. 3 darkened stormies, 4 bubbles, 3 Hikets with the starfall fusion, 6 catch of the days. But instead of going with the 65 blade, I rock the double 45. Because there's been situations where just having the 2 45 blades win me matchups over a single blade. We got these Queen Calypsos for the life matchup if we ever fight them. And also it's the Shadow Pact on the Shad Dark and Stormy is weaknesses. So if I'm able to send a Queen Calypso when I have that Shadow Fusion, I will reduce Lash. Moving on, we got the Risolkas. Also for the Shad Shadow Fusion, Ursulka does 1200 base damage and adds 3 60 blades. Of course, you got to have your Storm Owls. And then this is actually a pretty unique build right here because I run blades. So I rock 4 blades to bait shields to send the Nautilus. And it's also just a really nice buff to have. You got the Still Pip and the Shads. Don't mind the item cards right now. I actually don't have the right bet on. But yeah, guys, that's the deck. The main deck. We're going to be moving on to the side deck. We're rocking 4 as well evil snowmans just to counter those weaknesses. We got a lot of counters to weaknesses. 8 snowmans. Really come in clutch when you need them. 4 impairs to counter the blaze. 4 elephants as well to counter shields. We pack 7 galvanics because you really need them. It's really nice to have the 4 pip when you are low on pips and you need to do a kill shot. Also 2 levies because S'mores is broken. 3 Stormzillas as well. 5 Cinder Shields because fire is the best skill in the game right now. And of course, packing weaknesses. But yeah, guys, that's my deck that I'm rocking for this matchup. Please let me know down below if you think I should change anything or add or take away stuff. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and let's jump straight into the video. Yo, what's going on, guys? We got a Fire versus Storm here. I'm packing single blades as you saw on the deck. So it's really good for those first turn pulls. Just getting that 0 pip move off early. We're just going to take this Storm Blade here. Go for Storm Pips. He is a fire, so he's most likely going to blade first turn. That's what they all do. As a fire wizard myself, I usually always try to blade first. And he goes for the blade. He's also running a Storm Beetle pet, so he can also... that just means he can break weaknesses and get a blade out of it with the Storm Beetle pet. Alright, so we got the weakness right away. We're going to go for the fire pip as well. Just trying to build those pips early, using 0 pip moves the best we can. And yeah, nice. We got the owl. 2 Nautilus. We don't really need to, and I'll discard 1 here in a bit. Next turn. Goes for the furnace right away. Really good move early on. 0 pip move. We'll attenuate him. Once again, 0 pip moves. We get a buff out of that. Double buffed hit. He still has that weakness. So we're winning here. And we pulled a shield, which is really nice. He's gonna go for the furnace again. Really good pulls on his part. Let's switch our pips. We're gonna switch to Storm now that we have 2 fire pips. Just go for the set shield. If he sends a King Art, it'll be weaknessed. Kind of just stalls me a turn, getting another round of pips. Now we have that bladed Storm Owl move here. I don't know why I kept 2 Nautilus. I think I just held on to him because I was scared to lose him. He goes for the catch of the day, breaks the weakness and the shield. So we still have the fire shield, which is nice. But he is going to get that extra buff. So he did get the 65 blade. He is triple buff right now. Not looking too good for us, but we can just get our ice pip here. Finally got rid of the Nautilus. And we're just going to send the Catalan with a buff. That's why it's nice packing those blades and get nice open buff hits like this. I do run the single weakness path, which it gives me a little bit more damage. This is a tier 4 Catalan. Does about 605 damage, so. And puts a minus 40. Not too bad damage. 3,000. Nice, we pulled the Impair. We got the Ice Pip here. His best move would be to Brim here if he were to do anything. Go back to Storm Pips now that we have the Ice Pip. Wow, he goes for the pass. Not a good move on his part. Probably had nothing. So we're going to go ahead and take that Impair. We'll get rid of a 65 and a 35. Really good turn for me. He's still double debuffed. And we do have an Attenuate. Nice, we pulled the Dark and Stormy, so now we can Shadow Fuse that. Speaking of that Beetle Pet earlier, he sends the Beetle, breaks the minus 40, and gets a 25 blade. Luckily, we still have that shield. So we're going to go ahead and fuse. And honestly, go back to Ice Pips. Always remember to go back. Yeah, it's in that Starfall. Why not? Another debuff. Now we're at 10 pips. Let's see. Does he pull another Furnace? He does not. He's going to go for that wand hit. Uses the blade to break the shield. He is still debuffed with the Starfall, so that's good. Not really threatened by anything here. We can just go for the blade. Get the Ice Pip. And now we have a Bladed Owl. Really good move. You know, don't want to get caught lacking with a Storm Owl. Really solid hand. Basically everything you would need. He has 8,000 health still. This game is far from over. Alright, so he goes for that Attenuates, which is really good for us. We actually had the Galvanic in hand. Stick to Fire Pips for the Nautilus. Now we have a double buffed Owl. Not looking too good for him. Let's see what he has to do here. Not too bad. Let's just see what he has to do. Wow, sent to tower. Okay. So we're just going to discard a little bit here. We're definitely going to take the Nautilus. Double buffed. This is my way of countering shields as a Storm. Does a lot of damage too. Nice, we pulled another blade. Yep. It's a great move. So he sends that Brim. Uses it to break the shield. Now he has that buff s'more, so we gotta be ready for that. Right, the hand is giving. I need a Catalan right here. Need some sort of debuff on this s'more. Nice, about 2,000 damage, not bad. We pull another Nautilus. He goes for another Beetle. Just a play, counterplay at this point. Alright, discard a little bit. Nice, we pulled that set shield. Was in a tough spot right there. Still want to use that set shield for the s'more. Mitigate as much damage as possible. Storms are not bad. Don't need the surge. Now we got that galvanic, which is nice. So he goes with the s'more. It is double buff, but we do have the Leviathan to counter right out of it. It's a great move on his part. It's probably the best move he had, but he has no pips out of it, so it's really good for us. We have stuff we can do to that. It'll do like 2,000 to 3,000 still through the shield. Insane damage. Okay. Discard a little bit. We're gonna use the levy. Stay on fire pips. Yep. Just send it right away. Really close match still. 1,200 value on the dots before I take it off. Best case scenario, pulling the levy right here. That's why I pack it on this storm, because for s'mores, if you can counter all 3 dots, it's really nice. And a storm casting this spell does way more damage than a fire would do. It's nice. Gets rid of the 35, we put 3 weaknesses on him. He has no buffs and we still have pip advantage. See, 2,000 damage, not bad. We clear all 3 overtimes, but minus 35s on him. It's a really good game so far. We pulled another set shield, which is really good. He goes for the tower shield. Goes for the set shield. Alright. Let's go back to fire. We're just gonna go Galvanic. Why not? Get a buff. Can't really do anything to us in the state he's in. Don't need the bubble. Definitely need to switch to Swarm Pips now that we have 2 Fire Pips to the Ice Pip. He's guaranteed to take Lash, which is good for us, damage-wise. He goes for the Purge, but he's still at 4 Pips, which is still good for us. Okay. Let's go for the set shield here. It's not a bad move. Discard a little bit. Let's switch back to Storm Pips, yes. Don't need the Calypso. Another set shield is really good here, and we pulled the Beetle. So he takes 1,800. Really good wand hit on his part. I think we have to go for the set shield again. Get rid of 1 cash, we don't need 2. I could have sent the Darkness Stormy, but through a set shield it's risky. Alright, now we're in a good spot to be in. Wow, he went for the double shield. Not a great move on his part. Now that we have that beetle, switch back to storm pips and discard cards you don't need and just send that storm beetle. Really great move here. Gives us a double buff follow-up. We're threatening owl. Even though we don't have it, we're threatening that owl pressure. Even if you were to shield at this point, we'd still be able to kill through. Ooh, Hellcat pools. Don't really need those. Really all the first 4 cards. I don't actually need any of those. His best move would be the tower here, but I'm pretty sure he's just dead through the towers, so it's a really good match. Really good match, guys. Storm versus fire. Fire is really good in the meta right now, so it feels good to beat them as a storm. I thought about sending the Catalan here, but the Darkest Stormy was just obvious move. Through the shield, double buffed. And yeah, guys, that's a wrap right here. I believe it does about 4,000 damage to the shield. It's nice hitting through shield at the storm. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Later.